And good afternoon from Pete Matthews Coliseum on the campus of Jacksonville State University. We are getting set for the semifinal round of the Calhoun County Basketball Tournament, and we've got all 4 semifinal games coming your way live here this afternoon and this evening on TV 24 and WOTM. I'm Mickey Shadricks, joined by Gerhard Mathangani as we are getting set for high school basketball here at the Calhoun County Basketball Tournament. Gerhard, the semifinal round is always a big day as we've got both the boys semifinal games and the girls games coming up for you live here tonight on TV 24 and WOTM. Games getting started a little bit earlier this season as they're allowing some extra time between games for cleaning. That is just obviously part of how COVID has affected high school sports this year.
Certainly has, and credit the AHSAA doing a phenomenal job of trying as best as they can to get as many competitions in as they can. All the champions in the fall sports were crowned, trying to do the same thing now with the winter sports. But as you said, everybody has had to be flexible. This is part of that flexibility, shooting these games early, being able to get these games in, clean the stadium, have the fans, the spectators, and the coaches all have a nice, comfortable environment, at the same time getting great competition.
And the TV will be a little more important this year maybe because of the reduced capacity that they're allowing at Pete Matthews this season. So if you're not going to make it out to the arena, again, we have all the games coming your way live here on TV 24 and WOTM. We'll come back with the first boys semifinal game, Anniston and Jacksonville, as we continue here from Pete Matthews.
Hot under the collar because your basement is full of water? Ox Foundation Solutions has the expertise and the know-how to repair cracks, wet basements and crawl spaces, and uneven floors in your home. Ox Foundation Solutions will come up with the right fix for you. It's time to get strong. How strong? Ox Strong.
And we're just about set to get our first semifinal game underway. Bill Jones Court, Pete Matthews Coliseum. Thanks for tuning in. Mickey Shadricks and Gerhard Mathangani with you for the first 2 games today. And then Tommy Wood and John Holder will join you for games 3 and 4 this evening. We got it all covered for you right here on TV 24. First boys semifinal game today. It is number 1 seed Anniston, number 4 seeded Jacksonville doing battle. And Jacksonville off to a good start. Is taking it strong to the basket. Amarian Adams with the layup to give, or correction, yes, Jacksonville with a 2-0 lead.
Amarian Adams, affectionately known as Peanut Adams, a fantastic football player as well, getting Jacksonville off to the great start against the number 1 seed.
Outstanding football player for the Jacksonville Golden Eagles. Anniston on the miss, quickly down the floor the other way, and the lay-in. Nice fingertip layup that time for John Broom, who is the leading scorer coming into the semifinal round for Jacksonville, averaging right at 14 points per contest. Jacksonville starting off in a zone defense. Bulldogs miss another outside shot. Offensive rebound, though, taken that time by Troy Hall, and another miss inside, but the tip finally as the Bulldogs get the basket. Troy Hall staying with it inside the lane and getting the 2.
Great job there by Hall, doing a good job boxing out and going straight back up with the tip right in the middle of all the traffic.
Open shot is good. So what a hot start here early for the Golden Eagles. And that is Quintavious Long with the 3.
That's great ball movement by Jacksonville, setting up that wide open 3-pointer, and he knocks it down.
What a start for the Golden Eagles, up now 7-2 over the top-seeded Anniston Bulldogs. And a double dribble in the corner. Turnover Bulldogs as Malcolm Carlisle committing the violation. Here's a look at the 3.
That's good from the college level as Broom finds the big guy and Long knocks it down.
But Jacksonville looking to extend their lead. A long-range three. How about this start for the Golden Eagles as Cam Johnson, averaging right at 11 points a game, knocks down the Golden Eagles' second triple of the game.
Well, Long knocks one down from the college ranks, and there is an NBA level three-pointer.
Another missed shot from deep. This one by Antonio Kite, the outstanding junior, missing the long-range three. Jacksonville missing. Finally, the Golden Eagles unable to connect from the left corner. That was Caden Johnson on the miss. So here come the Bulldogs, trailing already in the game 10-2. Baseline drive and the reverse layup, no good. Tough break by Kite as he couldn't get it to fall. Down the other end, a little behind the back by Long, and out of bounds, turnover Jacksonville.
It's Broom once again there finding the wide open three-point shooter, and there it is, Johnson knocking it down. So Broom now with 2 quick assists along with his basket earlier. It's a great start for him and his Golden Eagle counterparts.
So Anniston with the drive, taking it all the way and laying it in is Tatum Jones.
Jacksonville Anniston finally playing some great offense, and that time penetrating straight to the cup. Jacksonville tries to do the same. Looks like we'll have no foul, ball out of bounds.
And that was Cam Johnson on the drive, knocked out of bounds by the Bulldogs, so Jacksonville will inbound. And in it comes to John Broom. Broom gets a high screen. This is Cam Johnson. Anniston in a man-to-man defense.
It's good patient basketball here by Jacksonville, trying to find the open shooter, and once again, Cam Johnson taking another deep three-pointer, but great job there by Broom collecting the offensive rebound.
Long with a nice pump fake, couldn't connect on the runner in the lane, so here come the Bulldogs. This is Kite taking it all the way with a layup. So Antonio Kite gets his first bucket of the game, pulls Anniston to within 4.
It's a great look at the #1 player in the state of Alabama for the class of 2022. He's phenomenal. Played football this past year as well, and he was able to make himself into a Power 5 prospect. Kite doing this one probably better than anybody in the state, just going straight to the basket. Nice strong take. He's also a great shooter. He's a very unselfish star as well.
And he just picked up his first foul of the game. So Jacksonville with the ball, as their 10-2 lead has been cut to 4 points. You mentioned the patience by the Golden Eagles as they're being very deliberate here on the offensive end. Tough runner in the lane is no good that time by Broom. Here come the Bulldogs. And a poor pass knocked away and stolen by Jacksonville.
Yeah, pass was just a little too hot and right in the middle of 2 Jacksonville defenders, and that was an easy steal.
So Peanut Adams with it out top, gives it up to Long. Golden Eagles coming into this game at 10-6 overall. Offensive rebound and the putback by Cam Johnson.
We've now seen multiple offensive rebounds by this Jacksonville basketball team, doing a great job on the boards.
So back to a 6-point lead for the Golden Eagles. 3-point shot from the corner is no good. Whistle and a foul inside.
Take a look here by Long. It's a good drive and penetration, but the offensive rebound once again, and Johnson adding to the 3 points he had earlier with the offensive rebound, the second chance points for Jacksonville. That's what you have to do to beat Anniston, not only the #1 seed in this tournament, but the #2 team in the state of Alabama and a strong contender for the Class 4A state championship.
Johnson off to a good start with 5 points. Back to a 6-point lead. Golden Eagles look to add to it. Long three, and this one short. Johnson not being shy about pulling the trigger from deep here in the first quarter, taking it all the way and missing, but the follow is good that time. So they credit the basket to Kite, I believe.
That's right. And what we just credited Jacksonville on, Anniston does well here. The nice drive penetration falls short, but the offensive rebound going straight back up is Kite. And Kite now adds to his point total.
Kite with 4. Malcolm Carlisle, by the way, the senior for Anniston, had the initial penetration and left the layup short. So the Bulldogs pulled to within 4. You can get the sense Jacksonville is very content with a slowed down pace, and nice dish and finish inside as Cam Johnson. He's having himself quite a first quarter here as he gets a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Well, he took 2 really, really deep three-pointers earlier in the game, and this time taking the great feed from Adams, going strong to the basket, picking up the foul, and the basket. And like you said, look to add to it with the free throw, misses on the free throw attempt.
How about this confident start for the Golden Eagles?
Well, I think they know that they have to play very confident, not only in this matchup just in general against the Anniston team, but also against Kite. They're doing a pretty good job against Kite, and another three-pointer taken and made by Jacksonville, this time from Johnson.
Caden Johnson getting his first points of the game as both teams picking up the pace there in that sequence and exchanging a 2 and a 3. What a first quarter for Jacksonville, 17 points already.
This has been really entertaining, and I know that that was the game plan for Coach Hunt and this squad as they rolled into this matchup. They know they had to keep pace with a very talented Jacksonville squad, or a very talented Anniston squad, and so far they've done so, and they've been aided by the fact that, shot there of Johnson and Coach Hunt, they've been aided by the fact that they're taking and making their three-pointers today. Had a little small rough patch where they missed 3 in a row, but overall throughout the course of this early stages of the game, they're doing a great job shooting the ball.
Jalen Prater checks in for Coach Hunt. 3 from the left wing is good. And that is Jaquez Thomas, the junior, getting his first points of the game. So back to a 4-point lead for the Golden Eagles. Anniston sitting back in a 2-3 zone now after starting the game in man-to-man. Adams, his 3 is off the back of the iron. Offensive rebound, Long tried to give it up to his teammate. A kickball against an Anniston defender. So the basketball will stay with Jacksonville with 49 seconds left in the period.
Yeah, take another look at this three-point shot. We talked about Kite being an unselfish basketball player. That time he got double-teamed, found the open guy, and he knocks it down. Does Toyer.
Yes, correction. That was Toyer on the basket, not Thomas. Shot is off the mark by Johnson. So here come the Bulldogs on the break. Kite taking and finishing at the other end. Kite now with 8 points here in the first quarter, and Anniston is within 2.
Yeah, such a smooth game that time, going straight to the basket for the second time in a row, just finishing strong at the cup.
Winner of this game takes on the winner of the second boys semifinal game later tonight between Oxford and White Plains. Jacksonville missing on the other end. It is Kite in the lane, showing his remarkable skill. That is 10 points here in quarter number 1 for that young man.
And his last 3 baskets have all come in the exact same fashion, just going straight to the basket, and Jacksonville defensively doesn't have an answer.
Long range 3 at the buzzer is no good by Jacksonville's Peanut Adams. And how about this quarter? Jacksonville getting out to a large lead, and all of a sudden Anniston goes on a run thanks to Kite and company. And we are tied 17-17 after 1 quarter at the Calhoun County Tournament.
History has been made at Sarah Honda in Sylacauga. For the first time in Honda history, 0% APR financing for up to 60 months is now available on America's hottest selling SUVs. CR-V, HR-V, Pilot, and more. You heard right, 0% APR financing is here at Sarah Honda. Act now to take advantage of these amazing rates before they become, well, history. It's happening now at Sarah Honda, Highway 280 in Sylacauga.
Now offering Tempur-Pedic's newest Pro Breeze cooling mattress. Cooler when you lie down, cooler when you fall asleep, and cooler all night long. Wellness spaces are also available. Visit King's Mattress Gallery, downtown Sylacauga today, your local Sealy and Tempur-Pedic retailer.
Hi, I'm Randy Wood, State Representative for District 36, which covers parts of Calhoun, St. Clair, and Talladega counties. As your representative in Montgomery, I say good luck to all our local student athletes, coaches, and supporters. Best wishes for a great season and a successful school year.
Quite an entertaining first quarter between Jacksonville and Anniston. Golden Eagles getting off to a big start, but Anniston coming back thanks in large part to junior Antonio Kite. It's his penetration and finish in the lane. 10 points bring us back to all even at 17-17 as we begin our second quarter in the first boys semifinal matchup of the day at the Calhoun County Basketball Tournament. Mickey Shadricks and Gerhard Mathangani with you for this game, and we'll also be with you for the Anniston girls and Ohatchee girls. That'll be game 2 today. And then Tommy Wood and John Holder will have the final 2 games coming your way tonight at the Calhoun County Basketball Tournament. Jacksonville got off to a great start. See how they start the second quarter here with the ball. Anniston staying in that 2-3 zone. Nice pump fake, step in 3, rattles in and out. Tough break that time for the Golden Eagles. Anniston, the wild pass saved back in bounds, but to a Golden Eagle.
Yeah, one of the things you mentioned about the Anniston defense, it will leave some open three-point opportunities. Jacksonville took advantage of those in the early stages of the first quarter. We'll see if they do the same here in the second if Anniston keeps the exact same strategy.
Shot off the mark that time by Prater. So here come the Bulldogs walking it up the floor. Again, Anniston, the top seed, ranked number 2 in the state. Kite calls for the screen, pulls up on the baseline, misses the shot from about 15 feet. Rebound hauled in by Cam Johnson. Here comes Jacksonville. Adams gets it out top to Broom. Long with a bounce pass on the baseline and the nice finish by Jalen Prater.
Good strong take there by Prater, and give a lot of credit to Long as well, who was able to find the open guy.
Nice assist by Long. So Jacksonville back up by 2. Kite. They're going to call a jump ball. It'll go back over to the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, watch here, as you mentioned it with Long. Nice bounce pass inside. Really took advantage of Carlisle stepping out. And then Prater gets his first basket.
And goes to the bench. So productive minutes that time for the senior Jalen Prater as he comes in and gets that basket before leaving the game. So Jacksonville with a 2-point lead and the ball. Again, Jacksonville, if they don't have anything right away, Gerhard, they are content to work the clock and run their offense.
No question about it, and you could tell the guys are sticking straight to the game plan that Coach Hunt brought into this one. Obviously, beating Jacksonville is tough. Beating Anniston is tough anytime, but especially right now as this team is now rolling at 15-3 on the season and playing well defensively there. Nice hands punching that ball out of bounds.
Knocked out of bounds by Jones. And we've got a timeout on the floor. With 5:38 to play here in our second period. Hey, we'd like to send along our thank yous to the Calhoun County Commission for making our coverage of the Calhoun County Basketball Tournament possible once again this year. The Calhoun County Commission has been sponsoring our live coverage of the Calhoun County Basketball Tournament for many years. And we really appreciate their support once again this year as we take the Calhoun County Tournament statewide on the AHSAA TV network. You're on TV 24 at WOTM and various other cable providers, which we will be highlighting throughout our broadcast today here from Pete Matthews Coliseum. Jacksonville to inbound out of the timeout. And a quick trap in the corner. Johnson in trouble, but it's knocked out of bounds off a Bulldog, so the Golden Eagles will keep the basketball.
Nice bailout there, just ball trapped, knowing that there's nowhere else to go with it, just throws it off of an Anniston defender.
Inside it goes, and the shot is no good. The rebound, and it's knocked out of bounds. And already, Gerhardt, I don't have a 24 on the Jacksonville roster.
Nathan Barnwell.
Nathan Barnwell. I think I've got the wrong number listed for Nathan, so we'll get that corrected.
Barnwell doing a good job there, just collecting his own rebound, just staying with the ball. And offensive rebounds have been really a good story for both of these teams coming into this one. And they're executing so far. Jacksonville retains possession once again here.
And it comes to Adams. Bulldogs shift back to a man-to-man. As Coach Torrey Brown in his 5th season at Anniston mixing it up defensively here in the first half. Golden Eagles coming to play here, giving the top-seeded Bulldogs all they can handle here in this first half. Johnson steps back, shoots the 3, and it rattles home for Cam Johnson. That is his 2nd triple of the game, and he now has 10 points. Drive, and the shot is blocked. Loose on the floor, though. Bulldogs have it, and it is Kite going up and finishing with the left hand.
That's a great display of just physical toughness, being able to stick with it and put it in, and coming right back and doing the exact same thing as Broom.
So Anniston back on the attack, down by 5. Going to have an offensive foul going to be called against Anniston's Tayden Jones.
We'll take another look here. There's the block. Toyer on the inside, back to Kite, the physicality. And you'll take another look here at the offensive foul after Broom's basket.
That is Jones' first foul of the game as Coach Hunt looks on. Got to be happy with how his team has come to play here in this first half as Kite misses from the perimeter again. All of Kite's points, all 12 of his points have come in the lane today. Long range 3 off the mark. Saved in bounds. Great job that time by Jacksonville. Here's a 3, left short, rebound ripped down by Kite. One-man fast break for the Bulldogs as Kite goes and can't finish at the other end. Adams has it. Here comes Jacksonville pushing it. Adams will take it all the way and lay it in with the left hand.
Great sequence of events there by both squads. Jacksonville doing a good job on the offensive rebound. Kite going strong to the basket, but as you mentioned, it was 1-on-2, and Anniston comes right back and gets some points here.
And that is Mark Toyer with his 5th point of the game, as the Bulldogs cut the Jacksonville lead to 5. Already down under 4 to play here in the 2nd period. Johnson thought about it, gave it up. Now the Golden Eagles will reset it back out top to Caden Johnson. They swing it over to Cam Johnson. No shot clock, of course, in high school basketball. Johnson drives and draws some contact before the shot.
Take a look here. Peanut Adams going straight to the cup after shot blocked on the other end. Here's Toyer on the basket as well. And the first quarter was kind of really painted by the 3-point shot. Both teams knocking down a few in that first quarter. Here in the second one, they're driving, penetrating, and taking the ball straight to the rim. Barnwell in trouble. Ball go off Anniston. Stay with Jacksonville.
As you see in Pete Matthews, Gerhard, we've never seen this before at the county tournament, where the schools actually have designated seating areas.
That's right. And they're doing that to make sure that everybody stays separate. Of course, there is a capacity at Pete Matthews Coliseum this year, and trying to keep everybody, same household, same schools and everything, all in the same area. As Jacksonville fouls again, and we'll have a trip to the free throw line for Anniston.
Tayden Jones was fouled on the way up, so he'll go to the line and shoot a couple of free throws. There you see the young man. The foul was called against Julian Hill. That is his first foul of the game. So here is Tayden Jones, the junior. Had a bucket in the first quarter. This is the first free throw of the game so far for Anniston, and Jones misses on his first attempt. And Jones is second. Rims out of there, so he's 0 for 2 on that trip to the line.
Jacksonville still holding this slim lead and doing the exact same thing they did in the first quarter. Maintaining this offense where they're keeping the pace. However, on plays just like that, if Anniston could continue to get into the passing lanes, they can cause some issues for Jacksonville's offense as far as its rhythm. They did so twice there on that possession.
Here's the block on Barnwell. That was Cam Sandlin with the block for the Bulldogs. So Anniston will inbound down by 5. Good look there at Sandlin, the sophomore, making the good defensive play, getting the ball back for his offense. Anniston trying to cut into the 5-point Jacksonville lead as we near 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Kite working it from the top of the key. They give him space and he knocks down the 3.
Yeah, that's the one thing you can't do is just give him too many opportunities and too much space there, and that time just not closing out. Anniston doing a good job of moving the basketball prior to that shot. Kite sees an opening and he takes it every time.
15 points now the game for Kite. Hill's shot is way off the mark. Here come the Bulldogs on the break. Kite trying to avoid the charge, just had to kind of throw it up and miss. So here comes Jacksonville the other way. Open in the corner. Step in and the shot is no good. Rebound taken by Jones, and here come the Bulldogs. They've got the numbers. Taking it all the way and finishing for Anniston is Malcolm Carlisle, and that'll draw a timeout by Jacksonville as the Bulldogs go on a run here. And as they did at the end of the first quarter, they've tied the game here late in the second.
Yeah, watch, see, his broom just gives him a little bit too much time, and you just can't give the best player in the state that much daylight. He knocks it down, and then coming back on the other end to complete this little run here by Anniston, right off the glass and in for Carlisle, who's had a solid game so far this year, or solid season so far, and then solid game here today for Anniston.
And we'd like to thank Ted's Abbey Carpet and Floor for their sponsorship of the Calhoun County Basketball Tournament this year. You'll see their logo on the screen throughout the games here today from Pete Matthews Coliseum. And also, they've got a big sale coming up as well, so be looking for details on that coming soon. The big spring carpet and flooring sale that they have every year at Ted's Abbey Carpet and Floor. Thanks for their sponsorship of the Calhoun County Basketball Tournament this season. There's a good look at Torrey Brown, the head coach of the Anniston Bulldogs, has done an outstanding job with this boys basketball program. Got his team coming into Jacksonville this year, the #1 seed. And again, ranked #2 in the state overall. And as Gerhard mentioned, top recruit in next season's class in Antonio Kite, who's got 15 points here in the first half for the Bulldogs. Jacksonville trying to get the lead back, and they do. And guess who? Cam Johnson with his 3rd 3 of the first half.
Well, Jacksonville really needed that. And Johnson, just like Kite earlier, found the open space and was able to knock it down.
Off the miss by Jones. Here comes Jacksonville. Under a minute to play. Long is posted down low, turns, shoots, leaves it short. Rebound taken that time by Anniston's Troy Hall. So the Bulldogs push. Dish inside, nice pass, and the finish. That is the first basket of the game for Tayshawn Hall. 1-point Golden Eagle lead. Chance for Jacksonville to play for the final shot if they choose to. Adams steps out. Looks as though the Golden Eagles will take the last shot of the half. Worst they can do is go into the locker room up by 1. Adams gets it back. Fires. Contact after the shot. No whistle, however. Wait a minute, now there's some whistles. Let's see if the half is indeed over. officials confer. Gerhard, I think we did get a foul on the shot.
Right. It seemed a bit late on the call. It looked like everybody was about to go to halftime, but Peanut Adams on the shot.
He is getting 3 free throws, and I saw the contact. There was no question.
Right.
There was contact after. There was no whistle right away, but I think they made the right call here as Adams shoots again, and he's missed 2 straight. So Jacksonville now 0 for 3 from the line here in the first half. Anniston only shot 2 free throws in the first half. Adams does get the third, so the Golden Eagles do get a point out of it. Adams will finish the half with 5 points, and Jacksonville will finish the half with a 2-point lead, 30-28 over the top-seeded Anniston Bulldogs. We'll continue with our live coverage of the semifinal round of the Calhoun County Basketball Tournament on TV 24 and WOTN.
Hi, I'm Randy Wood, State Representative for District 36, which covers parts of Calhoun, St. Clair, and Talladega counties. As your representative in Montgomery, I say good luck to all our local student athletes, coaches, and supporters. Best wishes for a great season and a successful school year.
Now offering Tempur-Pedic's newest Pro Breeze cooling mattress. Cooler when you lie down, cooler when you fall asleep, and cooler all night long. Wellness bases are also available. Visit King's Mattress Gallery, downtown Sylacauga today, your local Sealy and Tempur-Pedic retailer.
Things a little bumpy in your driveway? Ox Foundation Solutions has the expertise and the know-how to repair cracks, wet basements and crawl spaces, and uneven floors in your home. It's time to get strong. oxstrong.com.
And one of our sponsors this year, once again on the Calhoun County Basketball Tournament, is Farmers and Merchants Bank, with locations all across the East Alabama area. And of course, Farmers and Merchants Bank back again with the $10,000 shot at the Calhoun County Basketball Tournament this year. Doing it a little bit differently, though, Gerhard, this season.
No question. What they have done in the past is have a representative from each team shoot throughout the course of the semifinals and the finals, and then we'll have our champion shoot the half-court shot for the championship. However, this year a little bit different. F&M Bank, obviously because of everything COVID-19 related, going to an online format, so everybody voted online. The 2 fan favorites were actually 2 from Jacksonville, 2 of the better 3-point shooters in the state, Alicia Dudley of Anniston's girls basketball team and Antonio Kite of Anniston's boys basketball team. By the nature of the fact that Dudley had more likes on the social media voting count, 772 to be exact for her. She will be the shooter tomorrow, so that's coming up in the halftime of the boys' game. She'll get that half-court shot. So F&M still doing a good job of being able to provide some competition, mainly online this time, but Dudley will get that shot tomorrow night.
Well, speaking of competition, what a first half here. Jacksonville, the Golden Eagles, really coming to play today as they came out of the gate strong against the top-seeded Anniston boys team as they took a big lead there in the first quarter. Anniston tied it at the end of 17-17, and then kind of a similar second quarter, Jacksonville holding on to a 2-point lead here at halftime.
It's been an interesting dynamic between both teams in the way that both teams got their offense started and how they got it started. Anniston really got it started late in the first quarter whenever they got down with that big lead, and they used their star, Antonio Kite, to really propel them offensively, and then everybody else basically fed off that in that second quarter. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the 3-point shot really started to fall in that first quarter, helping gain that separation. But then in the second quarter, they were able to go down low, get some offensive rebounds, some second-chance opportunities, and here we are with a very tight ball game after a half.
You're right. That 3-ball was important for Jacksonville. Cam Johnson for the Golden Eagles came out shooting it. He's got 3 3-pointers here at halftime. He's got 13 points to lead Jacksonville in scoring. And then you mentioned Kite. He got going there late in that first quarter because Anniston was in trouble there in that first quarter. They had fell behind early in the game, and then Kite got on a roll. He leads all scorers here at halftime with 15 points. Most of his points in the lane, but he did have that 3 there in the second quarter.
No doubt. Penetration is the key part of his game, and then when you give him room on the outside, which very few people do for a good reason, he's able to knock it down, and he hit that one earlier.
Well-played game. Very few fouls in that first half. Both teams really playing well here at Pete Matthews Coliseum this afternoon. We'll take a break and continue with our live coverage of the first semifinal game of the day from Jacksonville.
The Calhoun County Commission, made up of J.D. Hess, Tim Hodges, Fred Wilson, Carolyn Henderson, and Lee Patterson, ask you to take a look at what Calhoun County has to offer. Beautiful parks, neighborhoods, recreational facilities, historic sites, and museums. Our citizens enjoy a high quality of life and strongly support the arts. If you are considering expanding or starting a new business, take a look at what Calhoun County has to offer. You will be glad you did.
Since 1848, First Bank of Alabama has been dedicated to our customers and excellence in all areas. With constant improvements to our facilities, to adding new products and services to better serve you, our team is fully engaged in all the communities we serve. First Bank of Alabama knows that time is money, so we offer hometown services with advanced technology that allows you to bank on your own schedule. We want to be your community bank, so stop by. Come see us at First Bank of Alabama, where you're always first.
Welcome to the award-winning Chocolaca Park in Oxford, Alabama. We believe Chocolaca Park is the place to be, and our fans agree, describing the park as breathtaking, professional, and fun for all. With plenty of parking, restrooms, concessions, and a top-notch staff, we are confident your experience will be second to none. Join us today at Chocolaca Park.
In Alabama, school spirit is in the air on Friday nights. At Farmers and Merchants Bank, we're giving our customers the opportunity to show their school spirit every day with our new Spirit debit card. We've designed a unique card for every Calhoun County school that includes the school's logo. So every time you use the card, you're showing your school spirit. Come in and get your school spirit debit card today. We've got spirit at F&M Bank. Service, solutions, and strength. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
You asked for it, and we've listened. Tony Sarah Ford's Truck for a Buck program is here. It's a new year, and we're making it easier than ever to get into a new Ford truck. This month, get into a brand new Ford truck for just $1 down. You heard that right. Just $1 down delivers a brand new Ford truck. No bull, just $1. Rangers, F-150s, and F-250s can be yours for as little as $1 down. Save the rest for those holiday bills. It's happening now at Tony Sarah Ford, Highway 280 in Sylacauga.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel lineup.
And as we return to Pete Matthews Coliseum, I want to talk about another one of our great sponsors, America's First Federal Credit Union, with locations all across the state of Alabama, including that outstanding facility not far from the TV24 studio in Oxford, right off of Interstate 20. America's First, a huge sponsor of high school athletics across the state of Alabama, as well as here on WOTM and TV24. You will see their logo swooshing in and out throughout all of the games on our instant replays here at our coverage of the Calhoun County basketball tournament. Thanks to Phil Boozer and all the folks at America's First Federal Credit Union. Well, we are at halftime. It is Jacksonville, yes, the number 4 seed, leading the top-seeded Anniston Bulldogs by 2 points, 30-28 here at halftime. Jacksonville getting started hot with that 3-ball Gerhard. They had 5 threes in that first half, 3 of them by Cam Johnson. Got them off to a good start, and they lead here by 2 at halftime. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the highlights from the first half, and it was a lot of Antonio Kite as well.
It certainly was. At the early stages of this game, when they really needed offense, got down bad, It was Kite that really did it in a bunch of different ways. You're seeing him take it to the basket, offensive rebounding. He was able to score double figures in the first quarter alone. As you said, leads all scorers with 15 points, and this one, Kite has been amazing. And then when you give him the opportunity, he knocks down the three-pointer, his only one of that first half. You expect him to take a few more in the second half as well. And then for Jacksonville, really balanced scoring all the way around. Good ball movement early on. There you see a great shot by Cam Johnson, as you mentioned, multiple three-point shots throughout the course of the day. Then they got the ball down low on the inside. Johnson was solid there as well. Peanut Adams, great dish to Johnson. Also, Long had a great game as far as passing the basketball. The ball movement for Jacksonville was excellent. You could tell that Coach Hunt had a really good strategy coming into this one. Make Anniston play well in all phases defensively, and they've done so far in the first half.
And they really did a good job, Gerhard, on the boards as well. Jacksonville rebounding very well, which has really helped their cause here in this first half. Back with the second half in just a moment.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel lineup.
And we are back live inside Pete Matthews Coliseum on the campus of Jacksonville State University. Mickey Shadricks and Gerhard Mathangani with you for the first two semifinal games today. The boys game, as you see our halftime score, Jacksonville with a 2-point lead over top-seeded Anniston. Coming up at 4 o'clock, we will have our first girls semifinal game as we'll look at the top-seeded Anniston Lady Bulldogs as they will take on the Ohatchee Indians. That game will tip off at 4. Then later this evening, the other boys and girls semifinal games at 6 and 8. It'll be Tommy Wood and John Holder joining you live here on TV 24 and WOTM. Great first half in this one. Looking forward to a great second half. And we want to thank Randy Wood, Alabama House District 36 representative, along this year as one of our sponsors of the Calhoun County Basketball Tournament. You can always count on folks like Randy Wood to help support our coverage of our high school athletes all across East Alabama. And we appreciate Randy Wood's support this year at the Calhoun County Basketball Tournament. As you get shots across Pete Matthews Coliseum throughout our coverage, you notice the fans are normally packed on semifinal day. Right. That's one of the downsides to the COVID year at the Calhoun County Tournament, is we won't be able to enjoy the great atmospheres we normally have because of reduced capacity for health reasons. But we'll have all the games for you. But we encourage you to be a part of that reduced capacity if you can get to the arena and enjoy the high school hoops over the next 24 hours.
No question about it. 720 is the capacity that is set by the Calhoun County schools, and so that is all that will be allowed inside the facility. And then you mentioned earlier, there's sectioned off seating, and normally, as you said, Friday night is usually the night that we see the biggest, largest, the crowds are normally the biggest, but then also the electricity is the best as well, as all teams try to punch their way into the championship games coming up tomorrow. But so, I mean, typically you have multiple fan bases, depending on which schools have boys and girls teams in the semifinal game. And the situation this year, as you said, that limited capacity, so the television product is certainly beneficial for all, and we thank those that support us.
Jones missing the first shot of the second half as the Bulldogs unable to tie the game here to begin the third quarter. So Jacksonville now with their turn at it.
It'll be interesting to see how Jacksonville starts this second half. They started a lot like the first half. Jacksonville moving the ball really well, and then I think we got the answer to that question pretty early on in this one, as Johnson continues what he did in the first quarter, knocking down the three-point shot.
He did hit a three in the first quarter. Hasn't scored since, but starts the second half the way the first half started, which is Jacksonville shooting that three ball. Golden Eagles now extend the lead back out to 5. Kite dribbling out top. shoots a long three from right around the Bill Jones court logo. Offensive rebound for the Bulldogs. Another long-range three, this one off the back of the iron, no good.
Second chance opportunities for both squads, and we're seeing something kind of change throughout the course of basketball. It's not just exclusive to this game, but these long three-point opportunities, we're seeing it from both squads here today.
And here comes Jones trying to finish at the other end. And give credit to Antonio Kite for hitting the floor, saving possession for the Bulldogs, and getting it out free before it was called a jump ball.
Those 50-50 balls are always important, but especially so in tight games. And that time, your star player really giving maximum effort, and Jones finishes on the other end.
And a steal here by Toyer. So on the other end, Kite lost it, got it back, and lays it in. So Antonio Kite with his first points of the second half at 17 total. And Anniston on a little 4-0 run here to pull to within a point.
Rarely have we seen the ball just go dead in Jacksonville's hands. We saw it there on that last possession. Toyer able to take advantage, and then Kite finishes.
Johnson missing the three. Anniston with a chance to take the lead. Dish down low, the shot no good. Good defense, though, affecting the shot there by Mark Toyer. So Anniston unable to finish down low and take the lead. So here's Jacksonville back on the offensive end. And a steal. This is Carlisle getting it back and laying it in.
That was pretty acrobatic basketball right there. Carlisle doing it on both ends of the floor. Got the initial steal defensively and then finishes on the other end.
Three-point shot by the Golden Eagles is an air ball. Rebound taken by the Bulldogs, Sandlin. So here comes Anniston. Kite pushing it on the offensive end, and he is fouled on the floor. Let's take another look here at the steal, and the Bulldogs taking the lead.
It's almost just like a defensive back. Just getting right in the passing lane, intercepting the ball, and then Kite, we talked about his unselfishness. Nice little alley-oop there, and ends up with the layup with the same guy that got the initial interception. And good job defensively by Jacksonville as Johnson heads to the bench.
Carlisle and Kite each scored 14 apiece in Anniston's quarterfinal win over JCA. Kite with the acrobatic move in the lane. He now has 4 points here in the third, 19 overall, and Anniston taking their largest lead of the game at 3. Jacksonville erases it quickly with the three ball by John Broom.
Yeah, Broom has come up really strong here for Jacksonville in several areas, and then a three coming right back by Kite on the other end.
Kite really heating up. 7 points here in the third quarter. 22 for the game. Adams' three is no good. Rebound by Barnwell. He goes back up. Shot is blocked. He gets it back again, and Barnwell lays it in.
Good job by Barnwell just sticking with it there and able to get himself on the board for the first time.
And a whistle and a foul going to be called against Jacksonville. Coach Brown's team here coming out in the third quarter and reclaiming the lead. Three-point shot is an air ball by Toyer, and it just harmlessly bounces out of bounds, and it'll go over to Jacksonville.
It might be one of those situations where he was just so wide open that he didn't know what to do with it. So he takes up, shoots it, and it's an air ball. But Toyer's had a good game defensively for Jacksonville, for Anniston so far, as match air ball for both squads.
Adams going back and intercepting that pass. Three ball, no good. Rebound taken by the Bulldogs. And a foul is going to be called here against Adams as he was trying to defend Carlisle coming up the floor.
I think both coaches will be okay with the foul there and the ball just stopping. A little bit of sloppy play on both sides. Air balls and turnovers for the last 4 possessions, it seemed like. And now Anniston will get a chance to regroup here offensively.
So Tayden Jones walks it up the floor. Bulldogs with a 39-38 lead. Kite posted against Barnwell. Steps back, and his baseline jumper is good. Antonio Kite is feeling it. 9 points here in the third quarter so far.
He could do it from everywhere, and first half he really showed you his aggressiveness going straight to the basket, picking up offensive rebounds here in the second half, it has been all from the perimeter.
See how Jacksonville responds. Down by 3 again. They hit a 3 a moment ago to tie it. In it goes to Barnwell. He goes up, and he gets the shot to fall, and he'll get an opportunity for a three-point play.
Well, second time in a row, basically just being physical down there and knowing he's going to have contact, takes it up strong, and like you said, have a chance at a three-point play here. Good job by Jacksonville, and good extra pass by the Eagles as well as Broom finds Barnwell down low.
Broom giving up a good shot for a great shot. Troy Hall checks back into the game for Anniston. Hall had 18 the other day against JCA. So here's Barnwell at the line. First trip there today. Misses. Offensive rebound, though. Taken down by Caden Johnson. So the Golden Eagles with a chance to get the lead back now.
Very important possession here for Jacksonville as they got exactly what they wanted. They got a chance at the three-point play. Didn't go in. The offensive rebound and going right back into traffic, and it's right back to Barnwell. Can't finish this time.
A lot of flurry of action inside, and finally a whistle called against the Bulldogs. Some active hands for both teams.
Yeah, just Anniston not boxing out there during that sequence, and Barnwell can make up for the missed free throw he had earlier.
There you see all the action down low. So here's Barnwell, 0 for 1 at the line. He makes this one.
So he has the last 5 points for Jacksonville so far.
Barnwell, good looking stroke, gets the roll, he makes both. So as Gerhardt said, he's got the last 6, and Jacksonville is back in front by a point. Kite, three-pointer, no good.
Off the mark there by Antonio Kite. And Jacksonville doing a good job defensively on the rebounds as Anniston got a couple offensive boards in their last possession. They're holding the Bulldogs to just one shot. I think they'll take that on most occasions with Kite missing badly from deep.
Nice drive and finish. He's taking it all the way in is John Broom. That is 5 points in the period for Broom. He's got 9 in the game, and it's back to a 3-point lead for Jacksonville now.
Broom has played a very smart basketball game. He's had a couple of assists there in the first quarter, really moving the ball well, playing well down the post as well.
Knocked out of bounds, I think, by Anniston. Yes, indeed. They'll say Toyer reached over and knocked it out of bounds. And kind of get the feeling Anniston may be settling for the deep ball too quickly here as we see the nice drive and finish by Broom.
Yeah, great finish by Broom, but yeah, to cap off your point, it seems like Jacksonville has gotten Anniston to a point now where they are settling for that three-point shot. There is no shot clock, but you can say early in the possession for Anniston, and not just regular open threes. It's deep threes and low percentage shots. So I'm sure Jacksonville pleased with their productivity defensively so far.
And we have a timeout on the floor. We'll take this opportunity to thank another one of our sponsors this year, First Bank of Alabama. With us this year again for the Calhoun County Basketball Tournament. Great local folks at First Bank of Alabama to assist you with all of your financial needs. Good look at the Jacksonville bench as the Golden Eagles fell behind but responded very well, and now they're back up by 3.
Yeah, it's been a great back and forth between these two squads, and a lot of teams playing against Anniston. Once Anniston gets the lead, they're able to get on a roll, but Jacksonville seemingly able to stop the runs with timely baskets whenever Anniston does get on a roll. They've done so ever since the first quarter when the Golden Eagles got out to a great start. Anniston came back, closed the gap, but then Jacksonville maintaining a small lead and doing the same thing here in the third quarter.
Antonio Kite, I tell you, he's been a one-man show today for Anniston as he's got 9 points in the quarter, 24 overall. Jacksonville, though, with the ball and a 3-point lead. Open in the corner, three-point shot is good for John Broom. That is 2 threes here in the third quarter. And a high pass, and it goes out of bounds off the hands of Cam Sandlin.
Two great plays here by Jacksonville. Watch Peanut Adams finding Broom in the corner. That's a good play call out of the timeout for Coach Hunt. finding the wide open three-point shot after Adams is double teamed up top.
Well, a nice save by Long that time. That looked like it was headed out of bounds and into a turnover. Instead, Jacksonville has it as we near 1 minute to play in the third. Anniston picking up the defensive pressure a little bit as they're trapping out near half court. Inside, open man, and the layup no good. Offensive rebound and the putback, however, for Caden Johnson.
Well, there you saw collectively what they're able to do. Jacksonville's able to do whenever Anniston clamps down and shows pressure, especially up top. Move the ball really well, and then once again, the offensive rebounding led in second chance points as Kite have a chance at a three-point play.
They're going to call a charge taken by Barnwell,
Yeah.
so that'll be foul number 2 on Antonio Kite.
Yeah, premature here call on the play there. Looked like Barnwell was moving his feet, but they say that Kite on the charge.
So Jacksonville on a run here, up by 8 with the basketball as we are under a minute to play third period. Anniston getting off to the good start in the third quarter. But Jacksonville, they have played as solid a game today as they've played all season.
They have really balanced scoring as well. The Johnsons have led the way with both Cam and Caden with great games, but good ball movement overall, good team basketball offensively and on the defensive end.
Broom is hacked on the way to the basket, and I think it's going to be Mark Toyer with the foul. 24 seconds remaining in the half. Jacksonville will inbound. And it comes to Long. He's trapped in the corner and immediately calls timeout. Long knew he was in no man's land right there.
Yeah, and with as many timeouts as they have left and then going into the break between the third and fourth quarters coming up, he knew that there was no opportunity here to give Anniston the ball back. And so good job there by Long, knowing the time, the situation, and being able to call the timeout and have Jacksonville set up their own play.
And during this timeout, we'll remind you that the AHSAA Bowling Championships will come your way live. That is right, live right here on WOTM next Thursday and Friday. That should be some exciting action, Gerhard, next week.
I'll tell you what, ever since the AHSAA put this in as a championship sporting event, it has been fun. And we've seen dominating teams like the Southside girls teams, and we've seen teams that have come up and really made a strong charge here as of late. We had the regionals last night, and the championship's coming up next week.
Should be a lot of fun. That's coming your way next week on WOTM, TV 24, and the AHSAA TV network. So Jacksonville with a chance to hold for the final shot, already up by 8. Golden Eagles in good position here late in the third quarter against the boys' top seed. Nice dish. Barnwell with a pump fake, goes up and lays it in, and Barnwell has himself an 8-point quarter for Jacksonville.
Just a great play there by Barnwell. He has been tough and the physical presence down low, and just like that, the number 4 seed, a quarter away from knocking off the number 1 seed.
And Jacksonville with an outstanding third quarter as they outscore Anniston 20-13. Take a huge lead into the fourth quarter here at the boys Calhoun County basketball tournament.
Since 1848, First Bank of Alabama has been dedicated to our customers and excellence in all areas. With constant improvements to our facilities, to adding new products and services to better serve you, our team is fully engaged in all the communities we serve. First Bank of Alabama knows that time is money, so we offer hometown services with advanced technology that allows you to bank on your own schedule. We want to be your community bank, so stop by. Come see us at First Bank of Alabama, where you're always first.
And I should correct myself. Jacksonville outscoring Anniston 21-13 in that third quarter. and they take a 10-point lead into the fourth quarter, 8 minutes away from a berth in the boys championship game. And Gerhard, we can already see one thing Coach Brown is going to do is pick up the defensive intensity as Anniston picks up full court man, but Jacksonville finds the weakness as Broom finishes at the other end.
Well, credit Coach Hunt there. Usually coming out of breaks, timeouts, coaches like to design plays, draw plays up that they really, really like, and that time going straight to Brown, and Kite answers back on the other end for Anniston.
Broom now with 14 points in the game. Kite, after his basket, he's up to 26 points. Let's take another look, and this is just strictly on the inbound as Broom released. Toyer wasn't expecting Broom to take off, and Broom got the layup.
Open and spacing has been the key for Jacksonville offensively as Long misses the shot here. Another offensive rebound by the Golden Eagles and a foul. Looks like this one will be on Anniston.
I mentioned earlier when we were talking at halftime about how well Jacksonville has rebounded the basketball today. It has been a big, big part of their success so far here in this game.
Yeah, offensive rebounds has been a key part of their success. And then also in certain situations, really timely situations, holding Anniston to one basket.
Jacksonville has a number of guys on the floor, Gerhard, also that can handle the ball, put the ball on the floor, and stay out of troublesome situations as this one's knocked out of bounds by Kite.
Yeah, you mentioned the ball handlers, both Caden and Cam Johnson. John Broom, even as one of the big guys, is being able to do that. And then Peanut Adams, who is kind of their natural point guard, so to speak, can handle the ball as well.
And they will need all of that ball handling and more as Anniston's going to pressure this entire fourth period to try to come back. Adams misses the runner. Here come the Bulldogs with a chance to cut it to single digits. Kite goes all the way and dunks. And we're going to get a foul. I think they're going to call a blocking foul on this one, so Kite's going to get a free throw.
What a play here by Antonio Kite, just going straight up. And this one will be on the highlight reel for Antonio Kite, the sensational junior.
They will get the foul on Quintavious Long, who was set up underneath the basket. So Antonio Kite now with 4 quick points in the quarter, but none more electrifying than that dunk, and he gets a chance for the three-point play, and he makes the free throw, so he's 1 for 2 at the line today, and Anniston's cut the lead to 7. Ahead to Barnwell. Nice dish and the finish for Jacksonville's Caden Johnson, who now reaches double figures with 10 points.
I've just been so impressed by Jacksonville's ball movement, and really it's all players. It's not just one relying on assists as Anniston misses another shot from 3, and that time it was Barnwell able to get it down low into Johnson.
Jacksonville limiting to Anniston to 1 shot on that trip. So Jacksonville with the 9-point lead. Reverse layup, no good by Broom. However, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds, so it'll be a turnover.
Yeah, just trying to walk the tightrope there is Broom, and Broom had Barnwell down low, and I think he was trying to create a little bit of separation for the reverse layup, but steps right out of bounds.
So here comes Kite, gets the high screen, dishes to his teammate. 3-point shot by Carlisle is good, and the Bulldogs really needed that bucket. Carlisle now with 7 points.
Well, as the defensive intensity will collapse on Kite as he makes any move to the basket, Jacksonville will collapse, so there will be somebody open, and great job there by the junior, keeping his eyes open, finding Carlisle on the outside.
And a near steal by Carlisle as we get a look at the three-pointer.
Yes, he saw the collapse there on Carlisle as both Barnwell and Peanut Adams collapses in, leaves Carlisle wide open. Kite to Carlisle, nice combination there for the Bulldogs.
Jacksonville with a 6-point lead with the ball. Broom backing out. And a steal here by Toyer, and he will lay it up and lay it in on the other end.
That's multiple steals here by Toyer, and he is so great at being able to take advantage when the ball just staying still for just a little bit. Watch here, Toyer just keeps his eyes, keeps his defensive pressure on, and then as the ball goes over to Johnson, He steps right in that passing lane, finishes on the other end. Toyer having a great game defensively here for the Bulldogs.
And that is Toyer's 7th point today. And I tell you, Gerhard, Jacksonville, they're going to have to take care of the basketball down the stretch because the Anniston defense, they're not going to let their foot off the pedal here in this fourth quarter.
They certainly won't, and it's really made by great anticipation. We've seen the anticipation from Antonio Kite, Toyer all game long, as well as the times that Jones has been in the game as well for the Bulldogs, and they know they'll need some stops. And if they can get it via the steal and what they just had on the other end as Toyer went straight to the basket, they'll know that. And the key here, I think, for Jacksonville is don't get tight. Don't get tight because the pressure will step up. You're sitting on a lead right now. Don't do that situation where you're trying not to lose the game. Go out and win the game. And so far, so good for Jacksonville. They're able to continue to move the ball as well.
And we'd like to thank Kevin Weber and Ox Foundation Solutions for their sponsorship of high school sports throughout the year here on WOTM. And we've got a fine boys semifinal matchup going on right now at the Pete at Jacksonville State University. A 4-point lead for Jacksonville. It was a 10-point lead just a moment ago, but the Anniston defense really picking up here. Jacksonville beats the press that time and gets it ahead. And the missed layup by Johnson. So here comes Anniston. Kite. Dish. Jones gets the roll.
Good job there by Jones. He's played well defensively, and then now picking up another point here, picking up another basket since the first quarter, and then Jacksonville does what they cannot do, turn it right back over to Anniston.
Here's a look at Kite in action, and the dish.
We said it all along that anytime Kite goes to the basket, he'll get the attention. He knows it, so he knows that there'll be people wide open. He's got great court vision. That time he's able to find Carlisle on one end and then Jones on the other.
Nice job of staying with it that time by Anniston's Troy Hall. He had his first shot attempt blocked, got it back, laid it in, drew the foul.
That's just good basketball right here as Kite goes down low to Toyer. Great vision, great ball movement, and then just sticking with it is Hall. Nice little touch pass there, but credit the effort by Hall.
This free throw, Anniston's Carlisle able to chase it down. And he shoots right away and misses. Another rebound for Anniston, so the Bulldogs all of a sudden attacking the offensive board. Carlisle in the corner, will drive now, go up, hit the shot. What's the call? Looks like it's going to be a block, so the basket's going to count.
It will. Take a look once again. Another drive to the basket after an offensive rebound. Second chance opportunities for Anniston, and they're taking advantage.
Boy, this looks like a completely different Anniston team, and it's been the defense that's got them going here.
No doubt whatsoever, and you can tell they've been active this entire period, and that is now 3 fouls on Nathan Barnwell, something to watch out for.
Look at the rebounding all of a sudden for Anniston. The Bulldogs just crashing the glass, and Jones on the third attempt gets it to fall. 4 points in the quarter, and Anniston's up by 4. Back down, Barnwell has it knocked loose, but Broom is there to put it in.
Johnny on the spot there is Broom, as once again active hands led to a loose ball for Anniston. And they're seeing what they're able to do defensively here and able to create offense with their defense. And then when they do have the possession, these offensive rebounds have been really a killer for Jacksonville. Another opportunity for the #1 seed in this tournament and the #2 team in the state.
Tough leaning three by Kite, no good, but an offensive rebound. And an ill-advised pass by Jones that time. Hoyer couldn't handle it, and we're going to have a foul on the floor as Broom was trying to bring it across half court. It'll be against Toyer, and I think that's 3 on Toyer. This Anniston defense and the rebounding effort, the Bulldogs erased a 10-point deficit after 3 quarters in a matter of 4 minutes.
And they did the same thing in the first quarter as well. Jacksonville got out to a great lead early on, and They erased that lead to tie it up at 17 to end the first quarter. But it seems like every time Jacksonville needs a basket, they're able to get one. That time, Barnwell.
Broom now with 6 points in the quarter, and then Kite on the other end laying it in. Teams trading buckets here. So we're already down to 3 minutes to play in the game. It's a 2-point Anniston lead. Broom now with 18 points in the game. And a steal by the Bulldogs. Carlisle ahead of the pack, and he will dunk it on the other end.
Great anticipation, great defense there by the Anniston Bulldogs, and finished off emphatically with the dunk.
Quick three-pointer off the mark by Johnson. And Anniston holding Jacksonville to one shot. Ahead to Carlisle, thought about it, then thought better of it. As Coach Brown yelling at his players to back it out, take their time, you're up by 4. Carlisle attacks the lane, contact, Barnwell was there. They're gonna call the block though and count the basket.
What a play there by Anniston defensively here. He's taking another look as Jones with the steal, Carlisle with the finish. And then the block here. And the little smile to the camera, and Barnwell now with 4 fouls. The defensive presence down low for the Jacksonville Bulldogs with just 1 foul to give.
Carlisle hits the free throw. Gerhard Carlisle's got 10 points already in this fourth quarter.
He's really stepped it up offensively early, defensively early on in the game, and here in the second half. And they needed offense outside of Kite. He's been the guy.
Largest lead of the game for Anniston is 7 points here at the 2-minute mark of the fourth period. Again, Anniston trailed by 10 at the end of 3. Pass inside, Long kind of threw it away, and the Bulldogs come away with it. Anniston doesn't have to be in any hurry. Kite, though, takes it all the way and draws contact. This is either going to be Barnwell or Long. Depends on who the official wants to choose. They were both there making contact with Kite.
Looks like it will be on Long. Either way, both had 4 fouls, so Long is now fouled out.
So Kite's at the line where he's 1 for 1 today. He has 31 points in the game. Top-seeded Anniston Bulldogs coming to life here in this fourth quarter. There you see Long going out with the fouls.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate situation for Jacksonville. 2 players, you mentioned Barnwell being the other, both of those 4 fouls, and it is Long who started off the day really well for Jacksonville. Playing physically for the Golden Eagles. We'll have to watch the last 151 and on the bench.
Kite hits the free throw for point number 32. That is Anniston's 26 points so far here in this fourth quarter.
I mean, just an unbelievable effort here by Anniston. In that first quarter, when they scored 17, it was on the back of Antonio Kite. Here, everybody getting involved, including Carlisle, who's had a solid second half.
And you may be watching this game and saying, well, why didn't Anniston just play that kind of defense all game? Well, you know, you can pick up a lot of fouls, too, if you do that for 4 quarters.
No question. They've been really aggressive as well. Take a look here at the last few Anniston baskets. You see Antonio Kite's just spectacular athleticism going straight to the basket. And then we talked about their defense creating offense. They are the steal, and Carlisle finish on the other end. And the defensive intensity really leading to a lot of just extra possessions, extra points, and then being able to finish off there with a nice smile as Carlisle. And you mentioned Carlisle's tremendous second half performance here.
He and Kite have combined for 19 points here in this fourth quarter already. 10 of them from Carlisle, 9 of them from Kite. Anniston only had 41 points at the end of 3 periods. They've got 27 already here in the fourth.
Just a very solid performance all the way around for this basketball team. Malcolm Carlisle with 14 points in the quarterfinal game that got them here to this point. Of course, all of the top 4 seeds needing to win one game to cement their spot here in the semifinal round, and it looks like Anniston will march on to the championships coming up tomorrow. So Malcolm Carlisle putting together 2 good games. 14-point performance against JCA, and then here helping the Bulldogs close it out. Jacksonville has one last punch left in them, but this defensive intensity by Anniston has been solid all game.
Carlisle had his shot blocked by Johnson, but got it back. So way out to Kite at half court. Anniston again doesn't have to get in a hurry. Kite with the runner in the lane off the back of the iron, got his own rebound, goes up, had it knocked loose. Here comes Jacksonville. Golden Eagles on the fast break, and on the other end, the shot is missed. Tap no good. Johnson fouled on the floor. Caden Johnson fouled there by Mark Toyer.
Just opportunities here for Jacksonville to kind of try to give themselves a shot to close it out, as they'll now go to the free throw line, but a couple of missed opportunities there off the turnover.
So this will be Caden Johnson at the line when we resume play. Johnson has 8 points in the game. Remember, he started the game off with that three-pointer, started the second half off with a three-pointer, but has been relatively quiet since.
Officials getting together right now and not really sure what they are deliberating. So the foul is pretty clear. It might be a timeout situation, making sure that the timeouts are correct right now, showing Jacksonville has 1 to go and Anniston with 3.
Big missed free throw that time. Jacksonville can't get the free throw to go down, so here comes Anniston. Kite controls. Kite in the lane, takes it all the way, misses the shot, and it is off of Troy Hall. What do you think about Anniston rushing the shooting here? They really don't have to get in a hurry here.
It's been an interesting tactic, and I guess it's just to keep the intensity up going into it, and knowing that they have a 9-point lead here. But like you, I'm very surprised at the strategy here late in this game, trying to close it out against a Jacksonville team that just simply won't go away. And once again, another basket, and looks like the last timeout called here by Coach Hunt.
Caden Johnson getting the basket down low and cuts the lead to 7. And again, a quick timeout, 40.4 seconds left. So as a lot of basketball games turn into, we're going to have a lot of free throws, I think, in the final 40 seconds.
That is correct. 17 fouls for Anniston, 18 fouls for Jacksonville. So at the very least, if Jacksonville does go for the foul, we will be shooting free throws. And a tremendous effort here, really, by both teams, and a tale of 2 quarters, so to speak. Jacksonville's first quarter and Anniston's fourth quarter.
Anniston outscoring Jacksonville 27-10 so far in his fourth quarter, after being down by 10 at the end of 3 quarters. Good look there on the bench at Caden Johnson. 12 points today for Johnson. Got that last basket to cut it to 7. And there on the other bench, Antonio Kite. Leading the Bulldogs today as usual. 33 points right now for the junior.
Kite also with 14 in their last matchup. They really led by Troy Hall, who scored 18 in the previous game, but this time the superstar really led the way. Started with that tremendous first quarter where he got those 10 points to bring Anniston back in this one. And then now he will probably be the guy called upon to shoot the free throws for the Bulldogs.
And Kite has hit 3 for 3 at the line so far today. See Barnwell coming back in the game. going out Jacoby Zachary, who committed the foul against Kite. So here's Kite with the free throw, and he knocks it down. Kite's second shot is good. 35 points today for Antonio Kite, back to a 9-point lead. Jacksonville in a hurry on the offensive end. Broom gives it up to Adams. Adams dish to Barnwell. He goes up, doesn't get the shot to fall. Johnson, though, with the putback. Jacksonville will set up the defensive pressures. The lead is cut to 7 again, and a quick foul. Antonio Kite will head right back to the free throw line.
Yeah, Anniston just being intentional about making sure that number 1 gets the basketball whenever they're on the inbound. It's a good job, good shot there of Coach Hunt, really doing a good job with this Golden Eagle basketball program overall, and came into this game very, very confident. His team played really well early on, but the sensational junior Kite continues to add to his tremendous game, and then got a great effort as well from Carlisle. Mark Toyer on the defensive end as well. Complete team effort, especially in the second half for the Anniston Bulldogs.
Kite now 7 for 7 from the line here in the fourth quarter alone. And Anniston is 7.6 seconds away from an incredible comeback here in this fourth quarter. Shot is short. Kite pulls down the rebound, and that'll do it. The Bulldogs come to life in this fourth quarter. They only had 41 points at the end of 3 quarters, and they put 31 on the board in this fourth quarter, and they win this game by 9 points.
It's sensational. You talk about teams that can turn on a light switch, and it seemed like that was the key today for the Anniston Bulldogs. They turned that light switch on late in the first quarter when they got down early, led by that man Antonio Kite, and then in the fourth quarter spread the ball around and then have Kite finish it off at the free throw line, almost perfect on the day, and just a sensational effort by the Bulldogs to punch their ticket to the championship.
And we'll finish off this one on the other side of this break when we return to Pete Matthews Coliseum.
The Calhoun County Commission, made up of J.D. Hess, Tim Hodges, Fred Wilson, Carolyn Henderson, and Lee Patterson, ask you to take a look at what Calhoun County has to offer. Beautiful parks, neighborhoods, recreational facilities, historic sites, and museums. Our citizens enjoy a high quality of life and strongly support the arts. If you are considering expanding or starting a new business, take a look at what Calhoun County has to offer. You will be glad you did.
In Alabama, school spirit is in the air on Friday nights. At Farmers and Merchants Bank, we're giving our customers the opportunity to show their school spirit every day with our new Spirit debit card. We've designed a unique card for every Calhoun County school that includes the school's logo. So every time you use the card, you're showing your school spirit. Come in and get your school spirit debit card today. We've got spirit at F&M Bank. Service, solutions, and strength. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Antonio Kite with 13 points in that fourth quarter, 7 of 7 from the line as Anniston outscores Jacksonville 31-12 in that fourth quarter, and they win the boys semifinal matchup today 72-63 over Jacksonville as the top-seeded Bulldogs earn a berth into the boys championship game on Saturday night against the winner of White Plains and Oxford, which comes up your way later tonight at 6 o'clock. What a game today. You got to tip your hat to Jacksonville, Gerhard. They controlled this basketball game for 3 quarters, and then the Anniston just coming to life in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, it seemed like Anniston's only scoring was going to be from Antonio Kite. Early on, he had to have the monster first quarter just to keep them in the game, to tie the game at 17. Then Jacksonville continued to do what they were doing great in the first half in the second quarter and the third quarter. But as you mentioned, the fourth quarter is where Anniston put it away, but they didn't only need number 1, Antonio Kite. Carlisle got into the action. They were able to get some other guys in and be able to get some good offensive production. But you mentioned it. Defensively, they really stepped it up. played aggressively, and they came away with the win, really flipping the game completely on its head.
Carlisle had 10 points in that fourth quarter for Anniston. Jacksonville had 3 players in double figures, led by John Broom with 18. Well, coming up next, around 4 o'clock, we'll tip off the first girls semifinal game between top-seeded Anniston and Ohatchee. Gerhard Mathangani and I will be back for the call of that game. But for now, we'll send you to the AHSAA weekly program and return with live coverage of the Calhoun County basketball tournament at 4 p.m.